Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to part 4 on how to make an airport. So hopefully today we're going to actually finish the entire outside of the airport itself. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off in this middle platform closest to the runway. And so to save some time, I kind of extended it out a little bit. So to go in full depth of what you're going to do, you're going to take out some snow. As you recall in part 3, we actually made this little archway right here, but we didn't extend it out. I just made the snow here just to save time on not filling all of it in. So what you're going to do, you're going to take the snow out, extend it from the gray wool all the way back to this white line. You're actually going to stop it where this white line ends, so we can keep the pattern going all the way around the airport. So then what we're going to do next is, after we get all this done, again, I just did some of this stuff to save some time. I'm still going to show you how to do some of it, just not all of it, so it should save us some time in the long run. So let's just extend the rest of this out to the white line. So again, this airport is going to be symmetrical, so what that means is what it's going to look like on one side, it's going to look like on the other, just for the people that do not know. So we're just going to extend it out. See, you guys are probably happy I saved some of this, just because that's going to save us a lot of time, then you guys will actually get more out of the video. So hopefully you guys will like that idea. Some people were kind of mad that I did some stuff off camera, but again, I did some of this stuff to save time, and they were mad that I finished the last side in part 3, but I didn't show how to do it. And the reason for that was, for the people that want to see what the airport would look like in the long run, I did one side, and then since the airport's going to be symmetrical, I figured, alright, I'll finish one side and then I'll show you how to make the other. So some people weren't too happy about that, but I think a lot of people were. So hopefully you guys didn't mind it too much. Leave comments and let me know if you did mind that. So if you want me doing that for future builds to save time, we can do that. And then you also get to see the end product before we actually finish it. Actually, coming up with this design took me a lot of tries trying to come up with a nice design for this airport, because I wanted to make sure, because I loved how the airport was coming along so far, but I wasn't sure of a design for the roof. And so I think I went through like maybe 10 designs, I think, if not more, trying to figure out what would look good. Alright, so as you can see, now this roof is fully extended to the white line over here. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to continue the pattern going of the gray wool. So now you take out your gray wool and have it go all the way back to the other side. But before we get done with this, I'm going to show you something we're going to be doing. Because you might be wondering, well, where am I going to extend it, because we didn't finish the other side in the middle. And that's what we're getting ready to do here in a second. But before we do that, we're going to come over to this side, and we're going to do the exact same thing that we did over... Whoop, my swiftness ran out. We're going to do the exact same thing that we did right in the middle with the snow. Just come to the end piece right here. So it should stop at the end of this line, and then just go all the way across doing the exact same thing. Since this side is a little bit smaller, it should not take as long to do all this, so that's why I didn't do any of it. Because I figured this was actually really small, so hopefully it wouldn't take that much time to do all of it. Because right now we're only, what, 3 minutes? Yeah, we're at 3 minutes, and if I would have started from the very beginning of that big archway right there, we would have been here for probably 15 minutes. So I really didn't want to have you guys sit through 15 minutes of boredom, even though with the power of editing, I could have cut all that out. But then some people get mad when I do cut it out, so I figured might as well not cut any of it out, but then just finish some of it, and then finish the rest of it. Oh, misplaced a block. There we go. That row seemed a lot longer than it should have for some reason. Not sure why. And we actually have one more thing to do on this side that I need to show you guys. That I almost forgot about actually until I was looking around trying to figure out what we had to finish in part 4. And I found out something we had to finish. Which is not like a big thing, it's just one more tiny window to the side of the building. But that's it. So this is going by pretty fast. Man, this row seems a lot longer than it used to. I'm also laying on 4 blocks at a time, not the usual 1. Do. I am hungry, even though I just had dinner. Oh, hey guys, I almost actually forgot about this. So on my website, a lot of people know that I have a website, and it's minecraftbuilder92.com. And what I wanted to say was, I have a apparel page. So some clothes I've made, they're not for sale yet, but I did find something that works with the website editor. And what it does is you would go into the MTB apparel page, and you would click on the bottom. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it will show you like a little form. You fill it out. Only I can see it when you fill it out and submit it, and it will let me know if you did want one of those numbers. There's like, I think, 24 options. Again, they're not for sale yet, but they will be soon. I just have to figure out a couple more things. But hold on. Alright, so this is the thing I was talking about that we had to finish. So we have to make a window right here. So the window is going to be 16 blocks long. So on the 17th block is where you're going to place your gray wool. So if you look here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then on the 16th or 17th block, excuse me, you're going to place the gray wool and have it go all the way up. And now we're going to make our windows again. And this is going to be a flat window. There's not going to be any unique design to it. At least I don't think so. Let me go check the other side just to be safe. And am I right? Okay, yeah, so they're even, but there's just a small little overhang I added, which I didn't like it being a total flat building, or a flat wall. So it's perfectly straight, just like this. So it should go around top of the white wool, or the snow, not white wool. I'm not sure why I said white wool. And then you would fill these in with glass panes. Now the last thing we have to do to finish off this side is we need to fill in this area right here, so you can't really see through the roof. And you're going to use snow for this, and the snow is going to go diagonally right behind the gray wool for the top. And my swiftness ran out again, so let's take some more of that. And now let's put some more snow going all the way up to the ceiling, or to the roof, whatever you want to call it. Alright, and then we actually have to do the same thing to this big side right here. I've got to show where this little wall would go. But it's going to basically go in the exact same spot. Just right behind the gray wool. This one will take a little bit longer to do just because it's a little bit bigger of an archway. But we're actually making a pretty good time on all of this. Alright, I turned down my mic a little bit, so hopefully it won't be as loud. Apparently it was pretty loud on the audio waveform. Oh, I got stuck for a second. Okay, so we're almost there. Not too many more to go. Whoop. Trying to fix the mic. Just trying to figure out what's the perfect waveform for it. Hello! Is that better? I can't tell if that's lower or higher. It looks lower. Oh, is that better? Move it up a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to stop messing with the mic. There we go. Now that wall is done. I actually think I made that wall. Did I make that wall in the wrong spot? I actually did make it in the wrong spot. You're actually going to move it up one block. Whoops. So you're going to move it up one block. Excuse me. Sorry guys, I did not mean to mess up. So it's going to go one block diagonal from this front block right here. I did put the wall in the wrong spot, but it's not really that big of a deal. All I have to do is just remake it one block forward. Alright, so as I was saying, we're going to continue this pattern of the gray wool going all the way over to here. And we need to finish in and fill in this area in the middle right here. As you can see, there's not really too much. So what we're going to do is from the corners right here. So if we come down to the corner on the ground, we're going to come out 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's have it come all the way to the other side. Oh, come on, Cal. That's just rude. Kept getting in my way. Alright, then let's do the same thing this side right here. Alright, so we actually still need to add our little walkway right here. So the walkway is really easy. So from this snow, you're going to come out at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's going to come all the way across to the other side. And where you're going to stop it is, we'll get there in just a second. So you're going to start making your stairs right here. So if you count from the far corner, you're going to count 1, 2, but you're going to place it right in front of the second pillar closest to the corner. And then that's where you're going to stop making your little walkway. And then that's where the stairs going down to the surface are going to be. And it's nighttime. I can see the sun going down. It'd be a beautiful sight if there wasn't a couple walls in my way. So we still need to finish off. A lot of people are asking me if I'm going to do the interior. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the interior yet or not, because the interior for this would take a long time, but I am seriously considering it because people want it. Some people have been asking me if I'm going to make airplane terminals, like hangars. No, I'm not going to be doing that, because there's not really, you really don't need that. It's just a couple extra aesthetic pieces if you want to add that. So for the railing, all you're going to use are fences, and then just put the fences on the side closest to the edge, and then have it come all the way to the end. Oh no, swiftness ran out. Oh, okay, we're back. Whew. Alright, so we'll finish that up here in a second. Now it looks a little bit better. So let's stack this up. So we're going to stack this up to where it's going to be even with the pathway we just made. So you might be wondering why I added a pathway, like a little walkway onto the airport. Like, well, that's not really realistic. I thought that too at first, but then I came up with a couple ideas like what we could do with it. And I just needed to calm down. I'm talking a little bit too fast. I'm sorry, guys. Whew. I'm not sure why I'm talking so fast. But anyways, so the whole point of the walkway is you're going to have it like coming from the parking lot, so if people coming from the sides want to get here without crossing and going all the way around, they can just take the pathway. So I'm not sure if any actual airports in real life have these. Hopefully they do. I mean, in my opinion, I think it makes the place look a little bit better from the front, because it doesn't make just a flat wall. Really, why would you jump up there, sheep? Out of all the places you could have jumped. That's just my luck. Okay, so that's what that area is going to look like. So what we need to now is we need to add doors going into here. So you also need some, I have a lot of snowballs. You will need stone brick stairs and stone brick slabs. So we're going to make doorways going into here. So the doorways are going to go, where could we add them? Let's take out some snow, and let's make a little walkway right here. So let's make it come out for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then have it come all the way across to the other side. I'm trying to think how we should set up this design. I'm thinking just maybe a lot of doorways on the front would make it look pretty nice. Alright, so we're going to add one more layer, and this is where the doors are going to go. Only reason we're adding this layer here is so our doors are not floating in the air. Alright, so let's find the center. So the center should be, if I cut through here, just to be safe, because I know the center's in here somewhere. So the center is right here. Alright, so we're going to use gray wool for the doorways. So once you find the center, we're just going to make doorways using the gray wool. Come one block away, make the doorways again. And we're just going to make doorways again and again until we get to the end. Just because since it's an airport, airports are usually pretty busy, so we need a lot of doors so you can actually get into the airport, which is kind of important, in all honesty. So we have room for one more door. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. And so for the doors, we're actually going to have it to where the snow is going to be in between the gaps. So let's put it to where we're going to have pillars of snow in between the doorways. Don't actually put the snow in the doorway, because we're actually going to put doors there. But I'm talking about like in the gaps in between the door frames. And then above the doors, we're going to do the same thing, just have it come across this time. Whoop. Alright, so how's that look? I think that looks pretty good. Alright, so now we need to make our stairs. So the stairs we can just make, so the center is right here. We can just get rid of all these until we get to the edge blocks. So we're going to clear out 2. You'll see what we're doing here in a second. Alright, so let's find the center again. So the center is right here. So the first set of stairs are going to be from, it's basically going to be one block bigger on each side than the actual door frame itself, going all the way down. So you're going to have stairs, then you're going to have slabs instead. Whoa. So you could just do actual stairs if you wanted. I guess you could actually use stone bricks, not the slabs. I don't think I was thinking that through. So now we would have these, now we'd have more brick. More stairs again. More brick. Just keeping the pattern going all the way down to the surface. So a brick, and then one more set of stairs. So these are not going to be the only set of stairs. So we're going to come to this next doorway and have it come from here, just like the other set of stairs, to here. Now we're going to add our bricks going all the way down again. Stairs. So one way you could do this is just extend it out from one side to the other. Since the stairs are actually pretty close, this will actually save you a little bit of time. In my opinion, I think it would. Then you just get rid of the ones in the middle. Now we just use the back of the stairs to place our stone bricks. Alright, let's do the same thing with these stairs over here. Go back to the bricks. It might be nice if I actually made it to where the bricks and stairs are right next to each other. But who has time to do that? So we're actually almost done with the airport, guys. Hopefully you guys are liking it. The airport's actually coming out a lot better than I thought it would be. I was not expecting it to look this good, but in my opinion, I think it's one of my best builds. You guys should leave a comment and let me know if you guys like it. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take out our snow again, and in between the gaps, in between the stairs, we're going to have like a little walkway or just pillars going in between them, going all the way up. So going across the sides. So the whole point of these is just basically to cover up the side of the stairs so it doesn't look like the stairs are actually floating in the air. Because let's face it, that's not realistic. Whoop, misplaced a block. You could also use gray wool for this if you wanted. So what we could do is put snow in for the middle, then gray on the sides, maybe? Maybe that would look pretty nice. I actually have never made this airport before. I'm basically winging it as we go. Trying to think of what will look better as we go. Oh, need to go up one more block. Alright, now let's add, what I was saying was now we add gray wool on the sides right here. And let's see how this looks. Do. Oh. Okay. So we're actually going to fill these, because you might notice I didn't fill in the middles of these at the top. We are going to do that. I just forgot about it. So I was trying to think of something that we could do with it, but I didn't think of anything. So let's just fill them in. Alright, let's add one more layer of gray wool here for the pillar. And the dog is barking, of course. What's new? We have the most annoying dog. It's probably the cutest dog we've ever had, but it barks so much. It definitely has a personality. Whoop, 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 whoop. A boom. Alright, let's fill in the centers here. Alright, so how does this look from a distance now? I think it looks pretty good. Alright, now let's add some windows going above the doors. So these windows are going to go one block above the door frames itself using the gray wool, going all the way across. And then they're going to be just as tall as the gray wool here, which should be right here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, my swiftness? Nope. Okay, I thought my swiftness ran out for a second. Alright, so on the sides here, next to these pathways, we're going to have snow for the walls going all the way to the gray wool. And then we are going to add a door frame or a door in here so you can actually walk in from the sides. So don't think I forgot about that, because I definitely did not. Have this come all the way up. Alright, let's do the same thing with the other side. Zoom. Zoom. A lot of repetition when it comes to making this airport. It does take up a lot of space as well. That's also another reason why I'm not going to add hangars for planes. If you have enough room, I suggest it, but there's just not enough room for all of it. Alright, so we could leave this a big window, but I don't really suggest that because I don't think a big window like that would look good. Let's maybe use snow for pillars again. So we can make it to where in the gaps of the doorways down below, we can add the pillars. I think that looks pretty good. So let's use that. Now you would fill this in with glass panes. Alright, so now what we're going to do is you're just going to extend this out, this big roof right here, all the way to the other side. And then when you get to this white strip again, you're going to have it to where the white strip is going to go from here all the way to the end. So it's basically going to be the exact same thing that we did right here, just on the other side. And we're going to do the same pattern that we did right here. I also need to extend this wall right here and just stack this all the way up. So after this window that we made on the far, well, I guess the far left side if we're facing the front of it from the runway, basically both sides are going to be a big wall of gray wool once you get rid of those, or once you add those windows, excuse me. Whoop. Alright, so let's fill these in with glass panes, and then we can call this a video. So the airport's going to be 5 parts, hopefully, and that's all depending on if we do the interior or not. If we do the interior, the airport will probably say at least 10 parts, with considering how big this area is that we would have to make. Alright, so then you might notice on the other side when I visited it when I went to go visit the other side to see what it looked like, there's like a little walkway right here, then it went down just to add a little bit more decoration to it, but we'll get to that and the side in the next video. So again, what we're going to do is extend this side out and continue the pattern of basically the white and gray wool that we have here, and do this on all middle sides, the middle and on all the sides. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe. Stay tuned in for part 5 of the airport, and go check out the other videos. So again, guys, please rate and subscribe.